Iman sat at the edge of her bed, staring blankly at her phone screen. An email from a colleague kept echoing in her mind. "You're not capable enough for this project." It wasn't the first time she'd heard something like that. Somehow, criticism, whether from others or her own thoughts, always sounded louder than any compliment. She closed her eyes, hoping to quiet her mind, but the thoughts only grew heavier. Maybe they're right. Maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe I'm just wasting my life. Maybe Allah is upset with me. The thoughts kept spinning faster and faster until her head began to ache. And then suddenly she remembered something. An Islamic life coach she had once come across in a WhatsApp group. Desperate for some peace, she booked a session. The next day, Iman joined the online meeting. The life coach greeted her with a calm, gentle voice and asked softly, "So, Iman, what's been making your heart feel so heavy?" At first, Iman hesitated, but there was something so compassionate about the coach's tone that it broke her silence. Iman finally said, "I feel like I'm drowning in people's words, in my own thoughts. Every mistake, every criticism, I overthink it all. Whatever I do, a voice inside keeps whispering, 'I'm not enough.'" The life coach smiled gently and reached for a small notebook on her desk. She opened it and began to read slowly, her eyes full of peace. "My enemies can do me no harm. My paradise is in my heart. Wherever I go, it goes with me. If I am imprisoned, it's a chance to be alone with my Lord. If I am killed, it is martyrdom. And if I am exiled, it is a spiritual journey." These, she said softly, are the words of Shaykh-ul-Islam Ibn Taymiyyah. Iman listened carefully, though a little confused. "My paradise is in my heart? What does that even mean? For me?" The coach seemed to sense her confusion. Smiling, she leaned closer and explained, "Iman, Ibn Taymiyyah had enemies. He faced imprisonment, exile, even the threat of death. But he discovered something truly liberating. His peace was untouchable because it came from Allah. His paradise wasn't in anyone's hands. It was in his heart. It was in his connection with his Lord." The coach paused for a moment, then continued softly, "You're giving too much power to people's words and to your negative thoughts. But the truth is, when your heart is deeply connected to Allah, when you have unshakable tawakkul, trust, and iman, you can never be imprisoned by people's opinions. No one can steal your peace unless you give them permission." Iman sat quietly, and then her eyes filled with tears. But this time, they weren't tears of pain, they were tears of peace. For months, she had been fighting her thoughts with more thoughts, as if trying to chase darkness with more darkness. But now she realized she didn't need to fight. She just needed to reconnect her heart to the one who gives light. That night, Iman went to her room for Isha prayer. When she went into sujood, she stayed there longer than usual. Her forehead pressed against the prayer mat, she whispered, "Ya Allah, make my heart a garden that no thought, no judgment can destroy. Connect me with you, not with people's words. Let my peace live only in you, not in what others think." And then with a trembling voice, she repeated the words that had just changed her life. "My enemies can do me no harm. My paradise is in my heart." So, if you too are fighting negative thoughts, remember, You don't always have to fight darkness. You just have to turn on the light. Replace every negative thought with a healing one. Hold on to it. Walk with it. Because your peace, your Jannah, is with the Khaliq, the Creator, not the Khalq, the creation.